If you take a look at this door, it looks a little different than it used to. So we have a new lock cylinder, we have a door handle, we have glass. That's a big thing. We have this trim all the way down. We have lock rods. We have rods on the inside. We have rods that open the door. We have these tracks for the window and a window motor. And basically this door is ready to put a door panel on, which is, you can't say the same thing about that one. So this door started out life just like that, without anything in it. And the best part is that I've been pilfering my parts cars for all the little pieces that I've needed, and I've had all of them. So all the parts I just mentioned all came off a parts car. I didn't spend a dime on getting this door back to where it needs to be. I do have this weather stripping that will go on the door. I added this weather stripping from a parts car as well. So this door is ready to go. I'll go ahead and show you guys the process on this door, just so you guys can see how much work it actually takes. It's quite a bit. But I want to show you one more thing. I figured the best way to get the window aligned with the cabin is, well, you have to have a working window. You can't have it all the way up because then you can't really adjust it very well. If you notice, the whole dash is out. Now you guys might think, oh, this is spaghetti, you know, who knows where any of this stuff goes. It's actually pretty self-explanatory where everything goes. And Bubba really didn't mess with much of it except for all the stuff down here. So here's the wires to the power window. So power wire and then a directional wire, and then here is the same. They had this all bubbled up and just awful. And so from one of my parts cars, I got these harnesses. There's one. And here is the other. So Bubba in the past was having issues getting his power windows to work. And he had spliced power from a whole bunch of other different places, a different wire. I believe power windows on these cars were optional, so you could get crank or power. And the cool part about that is, if you look down, I don't know if you guys can see this. If you look down at the fuse box, see that pink wire that plugs into it? That's how your power windows get power. And so going down the assembly line, they just plugged in that harness, ran the harness, and boom, they were done. Bubba had drawn power from that harness, but from the little plug-in part, and ran a separate wire over to the power window switches. Not good. So all I had to do was figure out why the switches weren't getting power, and that turned out to be that little relay right there. So that relay came out of the 77 that had been outside for 20 years, and it still works. But let me show you the one I pulled from this car. So here's the relay. Basically, you put power to these pins. It magnetizes this, that pulls that part down, creates the contacts to close, and then you get power in another place. Now you can see, that won't focus, I apologize. If you look on the back, you see how it's kind of melty right here? And you look at this contact, it's actually melted and moved over enough that it touched the coil, which then probably shorted out a lot of stuff, and obviously this doesn't work anymore. And now with a new relay, we have a working power window, so I'm going to show you that working. If I can find the keys. I don't know where I put them. Yeah, they are. Alright. Let's see. Now remember, when I bought this car, it had no windows. It had no way of getting the window in. Nothing inside the door, and now it has a working door with glass and everything, which will clean up really, really nice. This glass came out of the 81 parts car, and the glass for this other side will come out of the same car, so they'll match. The only difference between 81 glass and 74 glass is it doesn't say Astro ventilation right here, but you know what? It's better to have a window than no window. Plus, I didn't spend a dime on any of this stuff. Window stuff is usually pretty hard to sell, with the exception of the regulators, like these tracks and the rods and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there go the dogs. What I've done is I've pretty much grouped everything. Like here's the speedo wiring, Here's the tack wiring. There's the wiper switch wiring. This is all the center console gauge wiring. There's a few things that I'm not sure what they go to, like this one and this one, but I'm pretty sure this one is cigarette lighter. This one is the little light bulb for the shift indicator, I believe. This one I'm not sure where it goes to, but I've got an idea about just about everything else. So it might look like a mess, but really quickly it will turn into something awesome. I have all the ducting for here. I have all the side ducting. I have the defrost duct. Tomorrow I'm probably going to pick up a top dash pad and a right dash pad since I don't have those. So a lot of this parts, this has been a fun car so far because all the parts that I'm putting on it are parts I already have. I haven't bought anything other than I bought a set of door panels for like $150, and you guys will see those when they get here. But yeah, this car is turning out to be pretty awesome so far. We'll see about all the rest of it. Check out what I just found on the floor. It says 6th Annual Corvettes of the Ozarks, Kent Chevrolet, Mountain Home, Arkansas, April 5th, 1997. Who that belongs to, I have no idea, but I'm going to just put it on the dash. Just stink it on the dash right there. No, I'll keep it with the car, but it's cool to find stuff like this. So it was in Arkansas at one point, probably when it used to be red or gold, or one of the two.